one pen, suggests us that every child should have an equality of opportunity. Like every child should be given equal opportunity to receive an education. That's true. Every child, there's no can't differentiate the child has money or not. Government. That's why our government has provided free education from KG to PG. They say no, because that's the birthright of every child, irrespective of his caste, irrespective of his financial condition, irrespective of his language. Nothing matters. Only that he should or she should be getting. Even here, it's never like male or female child. Every child has the right. Okay, and every child has the right. Should. See, there is a difference here. I said first one should and have. Here, should means we must provide that opportunity to them. It is our duty to provide in the society. And have means it is given in our, you can say in our, it is a fundamental rights. It is a right of education to every child is added in our laws book. It is, so that is a big difference. We must, so but are they getting? You see many children who are employed, who are underage employment they are doing in many, you see many, what do you call, the puncture shop, or you can see the mechanical shop, everywhere you can see. So are we providing them? We must, the society must come forward for this. When you ignore or when you say that no, I cannot employ a small child, underage child, how? Then definitely they must go for school. Yes or no? Because though government has provided education, how many of them are going? How many of them from some areas they are educated? At least the minimum education, everyone has the right. That's what here should and have. Everyone should be equally, equal opportunity should be provided, and they have the right. It is their birthright to get educated. And every child has the right to learn and to learn of current or past and world current affairs. They have the right. So just like that, I Am Malala is the story where she has what? I Am Malala is the same kind of story where she is initiating this. Every child should and have the right to educate. Okay, so this is the story where I Am Malala, what is there, and from that here. So actually what happens, her father, basically they are from Pakistan, Malala Yousafzai. So in Taliban where she stays, Talibans were really, they were against girl child's education. When she started going, when girls were stopped from going after a certain age, 4-5 years, so she came against. And when she started speaking publicly, so she had been shot on her. 3 bullets she had been shot, but luckily even the shot was on her head. But luckily she has been saved. After that they migrated to Birmingham, where they are currently residing. We are going to listen the story about her. Story of the girl who stood for education and was shot by the Taliban is an autobiographical book by Malala Yousafzai. Okay, co-written by Christina Lamb. So it was actually this book got published. I Am Malala. This book got published on 8th October. 8th October 2013. This book got published. And won many applause for this book. Really received a good response for this book. So she was, Malala Yousafzai was born on 12th July 1997. Siblings were Atal and this is normally her personal introduction. Okay, Malala born on 1997, born on 12th July 1997. She was basically from Mingora, Pakistan. Had who are the family members, father, mother, and two younger brothers, Atal and Kushal. So let's see how the life has been for her. So this book is actually divided into many sections, many parts of the book, like how her struggle started. Second part, how it was very, though her father actually, was a many. He has opened many schools over there. So where they give free education to poor children even, and there in their house always kids used to get used to get feeded and even sent to their own school. So that in that way they used to help poor children. So it was normally you can understand from this what basically the family background is. Okay, so here this was the introduction about Malala children. Okay. So what was she before? So you should not get confused when the lesson starts, because this is an extract from the middle of the book. So you should have a clear idea, clear picture about Malala Yousafzai. Who was she? What is basically she? Okay, and how this lesson started. You must know. Okay children, let's start. I hope till now you have been very clear. Let's quickly summarize what we have. So Malala Yousafzai is a child activist who fight for female education especially. So she is and who is also won Nobel Peace Prize, as I said, in 2014 at such a young age. She has won this. She was born in Mingora, Pakistan on 12th July 1997. She has two siblings, two brothers. Okay children, so let's see what she felt after migrating to America. Our house feels big and empty. It sits behind an electric iron gate, and it sometimes seems as if we are in what we in Pakistan called a sub-jail, a kind of luxury house arrest. Children, use your pencil to follow line by line the way I am going. I am reading slow. Please let me know if I am going very fast in the reading part, because you should understand each and every vocabulary. This is very important and simple. But you must know how to. You must grasp that in your mind. Grasp in the sense you should able to take it to your mind, children. Okay. So run your pencil the way when I am reading, even when the explanation is given, are you able to follow or not? Just with attention. You have to. You have to be attentive while listening to this video. Okay, children. Our house feels big and empty. She says our house is really very big, but it feels very big but empty, as if none of them are living here. It sits behind an electric iron gate. So she says it sits behind means here it is back, means circulated with a iron gate is there in front of the house. So it's behind the gate. Behind the gate is a very big house, and it sometimes seems as if we are in what we in Pakistan called a sub-jail. So sometimes she feels as if we are living in a sub-jail. Sub-jail in Pakistan, what they called, under we have iron rods will be circulated, what is called as gate, and inside you have to stay, as if it is like that. When sometimes I live in this house, I feel while it is like that, a kind of luxury house arrest. Your luxury house arrest means that in a house all the facilities are big, but you cannot move out of the house. Is it really beautiful? Good. See, for normally whatever it is, but we really feel good when we come really out, when we spend time out, little bit freshness. With the fresh mind we go inside. Always inside one room, inside one house, what we feel bored? Yes, we feel bored. We just come out for freshen up. To get to freshen our mind. We really come out. So she here says, I feel here as if a luxury house arrest. We'll see why she said that.